And the presidential fitness test and award is coming back this year. President Trump just announced its return after it was gone for years.
And HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just announced that, or joined Governor Reynolds last week to make that test required here in Iowa. Local 5's Emma Stroner is live at Lifetime Fitness this morning to tell us more about what is on this test. Emma, you know you've been getting that workout in this morning.
Yes, and later on we're going to talk about the cardio component of this, so I get a break this time, but we're going to show with another person. But I want to tell you a little bit more about what's in this test. So there's a cardio component, a core component, and then an upper body component. We've been talking about the upper body and the core earlier this morning, but right now I want to focus on the cardio component with personal trainer Nick Fye. What options do people have for the test in the cardio area?
So for cardio, you either have the time beeper test, which is 20 meters. So the beep goes, you got to run across. It gets picks up about every minute. So for ages 17 and up, it's like 55 laps.
Wow.
Or you have a timed mile assessment, which I will say is a little bit on the aggressive side, but we have options, kind of like what we're going to talk about here in a little bit as well, too.
Yes, I was going to say, for me, I'd have to run an 8-minute mile. I know guys over 17 have to run a 6-minute mile, and that I feel like is a little bit hard for me to get there, but there's some options if you want to work your way up. If you want to pass this test, what options do you have?
So we do have our active metabolic assessment. So if we want to show that over here, we have one kind of going. So our active metabolic assessment, it gathers VO2 metrics, heart rate zones, fat to carbohydrate burn. So it lets us know where you're at right now for cardio. So if you want programming and specific ways to achieve this goal, whether you're an adult, youth athlete, or just a kid that wants to pass this assessment, we can get that real live metrics. You can see he's wearing a mask, oxygen intake, carbon dioxide exhalation. We're getting heart rate along the way. We go till basically failure until you can't go anymore.
Oh, really?
But then you get a full profile. You get about 4 pages of data on yourself, programming. You have a cardio coach along the way to help you with that. So it is a good way to learn where you're at now, and then how do I, achieve this goal? And especially now it's nice out. A lot of people are running, a lot of people are getting active. It's a great measurement for all that kind of stuff.
That's good to hear that you can kind of assess where you're at, see where you're at. If you that's a goal of yours, to pass the presidential fitness test, or maybe you do have it coming up in school. This is something you can kind of try out. But thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have this morning, but thanks so much, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, well, we'll come back in 30 minutes to just give you a big overview of the presidential fitness test and why the certain exercises were chosen. So stick with us. Live in Des Moines, Emma Stroner, Local 5 News.